Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Days, me once again. Welcome back to another video game review. This time is going to be on Tekken 8. Now, this is my very first Tekken game. I know absolutely nothing about the Tekken franchise whatsoever because I'm not that much into fighters. But I have been playing a lot of the modern games, like the modern fighting games that have been coming out. Like, I absolutely loved Street Fighter 6, and I did play Mortal Kombat 1, which I enjoyed for the most part, but I honestly like the last game better, but yeah, with Tekken 8, you have a massive roster of both old and new characters. Characters that I haven't really heard about, like I know absolutely nothing about these characters, but what I do know is that it's a very popular fighting game franchise, and the game has its own story mode as well. Actually, two different story modes. Like, I know my cat's tail is in the way. Sam, could you hang out over there, please, so I can talk about this game? And I know this game's been out for a month, but a lot of people have been talking about it, saying it truly is, saying that it's a great new return to form. There's a single player campaign. I feel like with every new fighting game, there's always going to be a single player campaign involving the characters, though the single player story mode focuses a lot on Jin. But yeah, what I really like about the story mode is how, characters speak in different languages and they don't always change their languages when someone's speaking English, someone's speaking Japanese. But yeah, what I love about campaigns to fighting games is how cinematic they feel. Like, it doesn't just feel like you're playing a video game. It makes it feel like its own story. It makes it feel like its own movie. And it's one of the coolest campaigns I've played to a fighting game yet. I honestly liked it more than the campaign for Mortal Kombat 1. Now, of course, it's not always about the single-player stuff, as of course, the best way to play fighting games is multiplayer. Though I mostly just played solo, I didn't really play with online players because I feel like I would just suck at that. Yeah, I usually just play games like this casually, but yeah. There's also another story mode. It's Arcade Quest, which is kind of like the Street Fighter 6 campaign, only that it's way shorter. And yeah, you can customize your character, but there's absolutely no RPG elements. It's just like playing the campaign. Also, after you do beat the campaign, you can play character stories as well, which each of them have their own different endings. And they're honestly very entertaining to watch. I mean, they mostly are just the same repeated, like tournament fighting settings and whatnot. Which was something that I felt like kind of got a little bit old, but it was really fun playing as all these different characters and what exactly the type of movesets they have. And yes, I have stated that I'm not really that big into fighters, but after playing this and games like Street Fighter 6 and Smash Brothers being my favorite gaming franchise of all time, I played all those games and I love every single one of them. And playing other modern, fighting games like Injustice 2 and Mortal Kombat and all that, I think it's safe to say that I officially turned into a fan of fighting games. Tekken 8, I really don't have a whole lot to say other than it's great, and you should definitely play it if you've been a massive fan of this franchise. It's a great new return to form for the franchise. It has great new characters, some that are very unique, and two of them are bears. I had so much fun trying out these different characters. And while the single player campaign really could have been a bit longer, I just wanted it to last a little bit more because I feel like the campaign is shorter than Zack Snyder's Justice League. In fact, I feel like it took me like less than 4 hours to beat. But hey, there's still a lot of really good content here. Arcade Quest is definitely a fun mode to play if you really want to test out your skills before going up against other players online. And there's a lot of in-game currency you can get compared to Mortal Kombat 1, where it has a lot of microtransactions and forcing you to pay for fatalities. And while it doesn't have anything like that, like fatalities or anything like that, it does have the basic stuff you would see in a fighting game. Like, of course, when your health is low, you can unleash like a powerful moveset to hopefully do enough damage to that one player. But yeah, it was just so much fun trying out these different movesets with these characters and what the game had to offer in terms of single player and multiplayer. The game just has so much going for it, and I feel like there's going to be a lot more to it. If you're a fan of the Tekken series, then you will not be disappointed. It's one of the most fun fighting game experiences I've had in modern time, and I highly recommend it for anyone who's a fan of the franchise. We're off to a really strong start with gaming this year, and Final Fantasy Rebirth is just around the corner. I already pre-ordered my copy. I'm going to be busy with that game, though I'm still pretty busy right now at the moment. But yeah, I mean, Doom Part 2 is coming out. I definitely have plans to see that. It will be much earlier this time, because that is a movie I am not going to delay on. But yeah, I didn't really have a whole lot to talk about. I wasn't actually sure if I really wanted to review it, since it's already a month old, and I'm not sure if many people are going to want to watch me talk about a game to a franchise I'm not really too familiar with. But I'm reviewing this game because because I had so much fun playing it. I just wanted to gush about it with you guys. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.